Where is it? There it is. Come on. There we go. All right, picking up exactly where we left off yesterday. Well, a couple seconds back. Whoa. Why did I go back? Okay, we did this one as well. Okay, here we go. New stuff. 1/2 to the third. Okay? 1/2 to the third, and it's asking us first what the base is. And what do you have for the base, Chloe? 1/2 is correct. 1/2 is the base. Okay, that's the one that's in the basement of those two numbers. Then we have the exponent. What is the exponent there, Riley? 3. Okay? Then we have the factor. What is the factor of that, Maddie? Just 1/2, yep. And how would we read that? Ooh. Amel? 1/2 to the third power. And is there anybody who has another way of saying it? That is correct. Claire? 1/2 cubed. Yep, 1/2 cubed. Beautiful. And then, the value of it, Emily? 1/8. You are correct. And the way that I'm going to remind you how to do that is like this. When we have that factored out, it is 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. And I remember, and you remember, how to multiply fractions. And whenever we multiply fractions, we just go boop, 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 straight across. So it's going to be 1 times 1, which is? Okay, 1 times 1 is, so we have 1 up top. 2 times 2 is? 4. 4 times 2 is? 8. 1/8. 1/8. Beautiful. Identifying parts. Second part. 50 to the first. Hi there, sir. How are you? That's a sharp jacket you got there.
You know what? It's
Just don't cut yourself. That jacket is so sharp. $8, he says. Okay, for this one, the base is 50. That's what you should have because it's in the basement of those two numbers. The exponent is just going to be 1. The factor is what? Who haven't I heard from? Tommy. 50, correct. It is read as saying what, Lexi? 50 to the first power. Beautiful, yes. 50 to the first power. And its value is just 50, because 50 times 1 is 50. Yeah. For the red? Nope, you'd want to say 50 to the first power on that. Don't mark yourself wrong, but because this is a completion thing if you did the homework. Because what's that saying is 50. There's 1 50 there. How many 50s? There's 1 of them. 1, yeah. Bum, bum, ba. Okay. Now, a couple of you contacted me on Edmodo about this, and I wanted to see anything there that you had. I'm going to explain to you how this comes out to be what it is. Okay? Chloe, what do you think?
I said, for the base, I said 10.
10? 10 is correct. Yep, you should have 10 on the base. Okay, Quinn, Weber? The what is what? Exponent is actually 0. Okay, it did look like a degree sign. Was it who was it that asked about the degree sign in Emoto? Yeah, and that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense because I've looked at it and I'm thinking it does look like 10 degrees. Okay, the factor is just going to be 10. It is read as, Avery? 10 to the 0 power. Yep. Now, what do you got, Claire? Yeah, what do you think its value is? You think it's 1? You're correct. It is 1. What? What? Yeah, and do you know that from help from family? Cool. All right, I'm going to show you how and why the exponent of 1 or 0 is 1. Yes, sir. Yeah, because actually I think it was a degree sign in that little piece of paper, because that's what the thing that they do. But we weren't dealing with temperature units. So, all right, let's talk about why it is the exponent of 1. But rather than 99, let's go to 1. Okay. Why is n to the 0 equal to 1? N is just a number, okay? No, n's a what? N's, it's the algebra portion of it. Algebraic portion. Now, as you know, whenever we have 3 squared, that is equal to 3 times 3, right? Okay, this next part, there's no way of you, well, there's a way of you knowing it, but I can't expect you to know this part. Here's something that you don't know. When you have 3 to the negative 2 power, we have 1 over 3 times 1 over 3. Okay? Now, I don't expect you to know this. I'm doing this so you can understand exponents a little bit more, but this will not be on the test or the quiz, okay? So we have 3 to the negative 2 power is 3 over 3. Now, if I had, salud. If I had, ew, can you see that okay?
Yes.
Really, you can see, can you see that okay? Good. So if I had 3 to the third, 3 to the third is equal to 3 times 3 times 3, which equals what? 3 cubed is what? Yeah. 27, correct. So 27. And if I had 3 squared, as we did over there, it's 3 times 3, which equals 9. Okay. Now, if I had, no, I didn't want to do that. If I had 3 to the power 3 minus 2, I would have, if I just made this kind of like a fraction here, that's what it would turn out to be. So I have 3 to the third, 3 halves, so I'd have 27 over 9, which is what? Why isn't that working? Oh, it's going to have a whole bunch of lines now. I think it's catching up. Well, it froze. But then I won't be able to YouTube it. Is the mouse working? Mouse is working. Mouse works.
Whoa, that's cool. You should use the mouse.
Okay, so that equals on left hand. Okay, that equals
It's really hard to write.
3. All right. So that equals 3. Do you agree? All right, and do you agree that 3... Might have to reset my stylus. Do you agree that 3 minus 2 is 1? What is 3 to the power, or the first power? 3 to the first power is 3. So that's this. Well, there they all are. Too bad there's not an undo button. Yeah, we're just going to have to. All right. So you agree that 3 minus 2 would be 3 to the first. So that would come down to here. And look, 3 to the first is equal to 3. With me?
Yep.
All right. Now let's get the magical one right here. Actually, do I want to keep it all in the same one? Yeah, I do. So, with, what's numbers what? That was me testing the key. So, with this in mind, I'm going to have 3 to the third minus 3. Okay? With that in mind, it is 3 to the third over 3 to the third. Now, when you have any fraction, with a fraction, if you have same thing in the numerator and the denominator, what is that equal to? 1. And when you have 3 minus 3, what do you have? 0. Therefore, 3 to the power of 0 equals 1. Ooh.
So if it was 10,
10 to the 0, 1,536,812 to the power of 0 equals what? 1. Beautiful. Okay? I don't know. I just thought about the top of my head. No, that's Tom Hanks. That's tough to imitate. Writing in exponential form. 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. On repeat. How many times the factor represents itself is actually the exponent. And we've seen that. We've seen that back and forward already. So it's going to be 9 to the what? Right. Fifth. And that's actually in your notes already. Darn. 9 to the 5th because there are 5. There are 5 nines there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Writing in exponential form. I want the activity teacher to take that out, not people who are trying to learn math. 3 times 3 is 3 squared, right? You did. Okay, now I want you guys to do the next 3 of those blanks, please. Please do the 3 of those blanks. It shouldn't take you too long. I love hearing people say it in math. This is too easy.
That's why I was answering.
Hey, Sean, what did you have for... Not Sean. Yeah, Bradley, what did you have for a quarter? 1/4 to the power of 3, correct. How about... No, I want to mix it up. Miguel, I haven't heard from you today. 12 to the power of 4, beautiful. Kobe, I haven't heard from you today. 4? Look again. There you go. X to the power of 5. X to the 5th power. Beautiful. Yes? Three to the second power. Yeah, 3 to the second power and 3 squared are the best way to say it. Yep. Good question. Write each problem in the exponential form and then write the value. We don't have that on our stuff because we just did it, so I'm not going to make you do it again. But I do want you to do... is there room for it? What time is it? No, I want to get you started on the homework. But I am going to just say how to do these real quick. I am just going to show you how to do these. I want you to guide me through it. First thing I'm going to look at for this one, let's see here. Rebecca, what is this going to look like written out in exponential form? Beautiful. 8 times 8 times 8, which is going to be... What is 8 times 8? Do you remember, DJ? $64 times 8. $512. 512. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Have you watched the show The Little Rascals?
Are you talking the 1940s version or the 1980s version? Well, they're both. Actually, the 80s version or the 90s version was a movie, so I watched a little bit of them.
I love that movie.
It's good. It's good. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Actually, I better not, because it was just filled last period, and I'm really thirsty. I don't want to be having to use the restroom. Maybe. Is it where there's people in costumes?
They're all dressed up as dinosaurs, and there's a baby one.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I watched that on Netflix all the time.
Yep, that was on Fox. So, in that picture, isn't it? And it's even more funny when I keep forgetting that that's my background picture. Let's see. I think it's on there somewhere. Open with browse. So we're not starting quite yet, guys. Hold off on the, let's see here, Windows, Microsoft Office. There it is. Office 14. That does not. No, I'm going to just have to do this. Desktop. Cancel. Cancel. That. Save as desktop. Save. Boom. One for practice. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. All right, let's. We're gonna do a couple of these and stop working ahead because I didn't tell you to begin yet. I should have done these examples and then passed it out apparently. So for this one here, when you're doing this, you should have your homework or your notes out with you because the way that they ask the question, then you'll know exactly how to answer it. All right? So it says here, write each power. What's my view? Okay, good. For number one, the question is asking you, write each power as a product of the same factor. What is the answers for that one going to look like? What is it going to look like?
For number one,
Yeah.
5 times 5 times 5.
She said 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Now, how do you know that that's what the question that they're asking? How do you know that?
Because it says the product of the same factor.
Product of the same factor. Good. So you're looking at the vocab. That's wonderful. How about anything else? Yeah, Quinn?
4 to the power.
That would be backwards because you have to have your base. Okay? That would be backwards for the base. Is there... Let's see here. Yeah, and look at the stuff. Actually, the stuff that you did for your homework last night. What does it say about a factor? It's the base. Okay, it's the base. And as Maddie said, it's a product of the same factor. So we have to have that same factor. So the correct answer for this one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And it says a product. Those dots mean what? Multiplication. Now, would it be wrong if I did this? Nope. No, but sure wouldn't. It's not as pretty, but it sure wouldn't. That's correct. And what if I had the X symbol as the multiplication? It's also correct as well. There's just so many ways. You guys are getting so much smart in being able to represent numbers a different way. All right, let's do number 10. It says, write each product using exponents. Oh, yeah. So I need to have an exponent. Which one is the exponent? Is that the one that's lower or higher? Higher. It's the one that's sitting on the shoulder of that number being like, what up? I'm like a parrot on a pirate. Parrot on a pirate, yeah. What's the answer? 3, 3, like that?
No.
I need you to say it correct so I know how to write it. Look. Now this would be the point where you look back at your notes and you would see what did you write, how it's read.
Okay,
3 to the third power, great. And there's one other way of saying that. Sean, do you remember how to say that also? What's the other way to say when there's a third?
3 cubed.
Yeah, 3 cubed, beautiful. All right, now it says evaluate each expression. So for number lucky 13, does that mean I'm going to look at it and be like, it looks like there's the 13 a period, and then there's a base at the 3, and then there's an exponent at 2. I'm going to evaluate it. I give you an A. Okay? Is that what they mean by evaluate? No. What do they mean by evaluate? To give it a solve it. Yeah, solve it. Answer it. Okay? Here's the reason why it doesn't say answer it, because for an answer there kind of has to be a question. There's not necessarily a question there. It's just representing it differently. Okay? So we would have, I want you to write 3 times 3, and you all know that that's 9. You all know that's 9. Yes, ma'am. 0 to the 6th power? Think about what happens when you write it out like that. I'm not going to give you that answer, but when you write it out. I'm not going to do the word problem. Actually, no, I am going to show you what one of these numbers represents. Now, I'm not going to do the word problem with you, but right here, you know how to do that one, right? Okay, and when you would write that one out, you would just multiply it by 2. So whenever you have times 10 to whatever power, that means that whatever the exponent is, that's how many zeros are on there, okay? You should write that. Then number 20, 21, and 22 are going to take you a little while because you're going to be multiplying big numbers. Okay? But let's ignore number 21. Let's not do number 21. That'll take you a while, so I want you to. You may, sure. Then number 23 through 28 are just practicing with some algebra, okay? Let's do number 20. We'll do number 27 because it's right there. So y to the 5th if y equals 7. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a weird 7. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the way that I'm going to do this, I'm just going to do 49 times 7 times 49. Okay? Then over here, I'm going to do 49 times 7 I want to move this over, actually. So 49 times 7 is 334. Then we do 300, so that took care of this. Sorry about that band handwriting, I'm tall. That's 49. So 337 times 49. I'll move this up, everybody. $339 times 47. 7 times 9, that's 54. No, I messed that up. Darn it. I need to focus. Is that like folk music with a mixture of electronic house music? Yep. I did 9 times 7 as being 54, which is 9 times 6. 28. There. $343. Make this so I don't have to just crouch down. Hold on. Is that right? No. No. Anybody else get that one? It is. We did. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. There. I'm gonna check my work, and since I'm doing an example, I can't afford to not have that correct. So 7 to the 5th. 16807. What did I do wrong? Oh, because 3 plus 3 is 6, dum-dum. Gorsh. Okay, then I'm going to circle that because I worked it out. Are there any questions before I set you free on the homework and end the video?
No.
Okay? Yes, sir?
Are we turning it?
I'm not going to, I don't believe in, while it'd be great if you guys were self-motivated to practice, I don't believe in making you do stuff without giving you some sort of credit, but this one will be fully, like, out of the 27 questions that are on it. They didn't do 21.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
21 for extra credit?
No, you don't need to.
Wait, are we also doing 2?
The only one you're not doing is number 21. Okay, so that's all she wrote. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, and the day after that is part of a 3-day weekend. Peace out, River Trout.